my tractor. Get this up. So I'm going to recreate one of the most difficult things that I had trouble understanding. And I had to watch the Mechmaxx video like 10 different times. But it's just cable routing. And it actually is pretty simple. That so simple, I think I can do it again. Just for you, your entertainment. All right, so you have this one cable, I think I call it the long cable, that's mounted to this bracket. So when you cable comes like that, basically, and then it's got this end on it, and you just make sure that you're coming up around there, and then up around this top pulley. Then you take this end down through this hole that's on the overhead bracket, and then just bolt that in for now. It'll look something like that. So you've got that coming up over this top pulley over to the bracket pulley, and then this is where it got confusing. And I'll show you why. Because with this overhead all the way down, you've got to grab this cable, come all the way over to this pulley, weave it around the bottom pulley, like so. Then you're supposed to bring it around this bottom pulley on that adjuster arm. Make sure it stays on the pulley. And see, that's where I ran into problems. Because you're supposed to take that cable, all the way around that pulley and then hook onto the stud. But it wouldn't reach. And the reason it wouldn't reach all the way back there, and right now it does reach, but it's off this pulley, is because this overhead is all the way in the down position. So I had to go rotate this down and see that arm going in. So I needed to make sure it was almost all the way in. Then you make sure you come around that bottom pulley like so, and then around this bottom pulley like so, and then you hook into that stud that I showed you a moment ago. But you need to have 3 hands. Okay, then you come around this bottom pulley, hook into the stud, but you're gonna have to raise or adjust this arm out so it picks up the slack. Once you're on that stud, So then all the cables, it will stay in their proper position on the bottom pulleys on each of these. Yep, we got a little problem. Got to loosen it up so we can get that on that pulley. You just need to make sure you're on all the pulleys. So we got that pulley, that pulley, that pulley, this pulley. And then we tighten it up just a tad. Take all the tension out. So that's that cable. Oh, we have a visitor. It's Bailey. Hello, Bailey. Are you ready to operate the sawmill? The other thing I messed up on, and I didn't realize until I got ready to string the cable, but you got these outside plates right here. Well, I ended up with two plates similar to that, and I realized after watching some of the videos on how to string your cable, those plates go on the inside, so I had to remove everything and put those plates on the inside of both of those. So, fun fact, don't do what I do. And then one other thing I realized after I have installed and removed these bolts 3 times, this cable, same thing on the other side, this cable with these bolts installed with the nut on the inside is going to interfere with the cable possibly when I tighten everything up. So I'm switching these bolts around to where the head is on the inside, which will be totally clear from any pulleys or the cable. So just another fun fact. The directions are really small and hard to see on certain assembly parts of this assembly. And that's why I referred to the video several times and then redid several things several times. So starting with this other cable, you've got the same type of connector that you just have to anchor into this bracket here, and we will adjust it later once I figure out or verify that it's all in the right location and figure out what needs to be adjusted. So we're just going to temporarily put that there and grab this cable, drop your mic, take it around that pulley. We're going to want to string it, it appears to me, like through here, and catch this top pulley without crossing lines, like so. And then you connect to this stud way over here. Now I'm going to have to adjust this arm again and bring it in close enough to be able to get it on that stud and then tighten it up rather quickly. And now we have total tension on all the cables, which really wasn't that hard to route once I understood how to do it. But this video is going to be called How to Route Your Overhead Cable for Your Mechmaxx Sawmill. So everything is tightened up, but I don't want to raise it any more than that or put any more tension on that because I have all these bolts I still have to tighten down. Here again, that's a tip that I feel like everybody will get something out of who has to put one of these Mechmaxx sawmills together. Really not that difficult. You just have to understand the cable routing. Let's get this thing, see if it'll fire up. Now that, that is a Honda engine for you. Started right up. And there's Brayton. What are you all cleaned up for?
It's birthday boy. You got that on too?
Yeah?
It's the birthday boy's day.
Yeah.
Feeling happy birthday.
Started right up.
I know.
It's a Honda engine, it will. Let's see where this is gonna go. That's as high as I can go. It's on timing. It's on time elapse, so. Slack there.
Tighten your up. I won't go anymore.
How much farther can I go?
I'm hoping in that.
Now if I go forward, if I tilt it slowly.
Go forward a little bit, nice and easy. Whoa, whoa. It's sitting on top.
Is it track to what? I mean, are we lined up?
Well, I can't tell till we get it actually on.
Well, I think we got the. Okay, we want to do push forward.
Well, see, you're the only ones holding me up right there on that ear. There you go. All right. Now,
Just
tilt it down.
yeah. Okay, you got it.
Hold on, let me go on that side.
It's holding now because it's over it.
You want to tilt it? You can't go forward.
Yeah.
You want to tilt it forward.
Let me start it up.
Yeah.
All right, folks, this is just a test log, so don't get too excited. We have a lot of rot on this side of the log. So we're not gonna have an even cut, but that's all right, because this is just first test. We're gonna go through all the motions. Take a piece of this off. Really what I need to do is balance it up. We'll take a piece off the top, see how she cuts, go from there. I do plan on getting some accessories, like a laser. See what happens. Turn a little water juice on. Since this is pine and it's sappy, we got way too much water coming out. Alright. Ready? Here we go. Better. I'm gonna get one of these electric winches too, so I don't have to manually crank up on that all the time. One more cut and then we'll knock these top ones off. See how close we got. Yeah, we were. Yeah, but I was just, yeah, we do have some good wood in there. On the tops. Don't have any water to pour on it, but our first boards from our own trees here on Peterson Farms in Asheville on our new sawmill. 36-inch, 20-foot cut, which you won't be able to get a 20-foot cut. It's actually 15-foot 6 inches because you can't get the head past certain points. So 20-foot rail, 15-foot 6-inch cut. I don't think I'm going to be doing a whole lot of 15-foot logs. I think this was a 10-footer. Let's see. Look at that, folks. We're getting into that rotten stuff, but so far it looks like it doesn't go all the way through. Let's see if we can't get some water on this. Do the water test like every other sawmiller does. Yeah, you're not gonna get the beauty out of pine, but it looks pretty nice. A little rough. These saw blades, I've heard, are not the most fabulous around, just because they come with the equipment. Yeah, no, they make many different types of blades, and there's a lot of recommendations on whose blades to be using, as how to get away from tearing into the log. Yeah, I just had it.
That doesn't look like it's very
On to quiet.
It's very quiet compared to.
All right, now you want to have your glasses on.
You gotta get those.
No, you don't know. You be right all back there. And then you just pull back and grab all the way down. Just all the way. Just plow through it. Keep going. Keep going. Then we'll push that part off. about 1.25 inches. So that's where we're going to end tonight, folks. We had a lot of fun with the first milling of lumber from trees on our property on the sawmill, the new sawmill, the Mechmaxx 36 Max with the Honda Power 25 horsepower engine. And we were able to come up with some nice wood out of that log. I wasn't too sure about it at first because of the rot in the end of it. But I think we counted up, 15 or 16. These are just 1.25, measure out at 8.5 to 9 widthwise, and 10 foot overall. So, but really pleased with how the saw performed. Definitely can tell, the quality of the build. I was impressed with when I was putting it together, but I'm even more impressed with it by using it sawing timber. So I think we'll be quite happy with it. And it's for real, for the price, which is very reasonable, I thought. Paid a little bit more for the Honda engine, but I wanted a Honda Power. That's what sold me on this 36-inch sawmill, even though it will handle larger logs that I'm capable of handling currently with the Kubota L3301. But I think we'll have some workarounds, and then get some lumber sawed up, dried out, or begin the drying process. Get a chicken coop built. We got to get a shelter built around this sawmill. So those are a couple of the priorities, plus the barn, which is in very much need of some work on it and some siding as well. So thanks for stopping in today, and thanks for following along our journey here on the farm. And now with the new sawmill, we will be able to do some of those projects that we've been wanting to and get around to. And I may have made a mistake by letting Tammy operate the mill. She seems to enjoy it very much. And I have a feeling I'm going to come home some days and she's going to be up here milling lumber if she has the know-how to get the logs up here, which I'm sure she'll figure that out sooner or later. But if you would, hit that like button on the way out and consider subscribing. It doesn't cost you a darn thing. It's free. But when we push videos out and you're a subscriber, those videos will go out to you if you choose to see them. We do these sort of videos for your entertainment and for our friends and family, and those future generations without these videos may never ever get to know Papaw Phil, or Great Papaw Phil, or Great Papaw Phil, whoever's watching in the future. God bless you all. Until next time, I'm out. Phil here, Peterson Farms in Nashville, with the new Mechmaxx 36-inch Max sawmill. And we're going to be sawing some logs.